What's up, guys, and welcome back to season 2, episode 2 of Fem Talk. Like you guys already know, I'm super excited to be back here with you guys with another season full of great, amazing new guests, amazing new topics. Fem Talk is that podcast that highlights those individuals in the LGBTQ community, where we have those open and honest conversations about our struggles, issues that we face, about relationships, society, and just living in our truth. So today's topic is creating awareness and the importance of LGBTQ plus and Greek organizations with our special guest, Tish. Tish, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello. Greetings, everyone. So I'm Tish. I am a founder, one of the founders, let's be clear, because I did not do this alone. One of the founders of Omega Xi Delta Sorority Incorporated. We are non-collegiate LGBT Greek community service-based sorority. Our mission and our goals and our values are just to enrich, encourage, and empower. We are queens in our own right. We striving to pave ways and make ways for like-minded women and allies that understand that pennies in the pound make dollars after a while. So I'm a foster turned adoptive mom. I have 5 kiddos, guys. Yes, I said 5. You may hear some rumbling throughout this thing. I've asked them to be nice to me. I told them that this is important to me and that I would really appreciate it if nobody had to fall out or nothing strange had to happen. Give me some time. So you might hear them in the background. So our home is kind of ghetto at times, but it's filled with so much love. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I am Miss Boozy Boutique LLC, mobile bartending service. We can turn any situation into a lituation. Just holler at your girl. And also have an up-and-coming non-emergency medical transportation company called It Takes a Village, where we're serving, the seniors of our communities, and I'm able to help out the local community, like Open Hands Atlanta. They pack up meals, and I'm able to help them pack up things and help them deliver, and just get in touch with anybody in the community that's needing a service that we can possibly provide to help them get the services that they need. So many things, but I am passionate about people, and I love who I'm becoming and the things I'm beginning to do.
That's dope. It definitely seems like you're a woman of many talents, wearing many hats, especially dealing with the kiddos, because I already know that's a whole 9 to 5 in itself. So that's amazing. I love some of the things that you touched on, especially considering your Greek organization. Can you give me the name of that one more time?
Omega Xi Delta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, cool. So tell me a little bit more about that. What made you get into or become one of the founders, and what's a little bit of history behind that?
Okay, so Omega Xi Delta Sorority Incorporated was founded July 30th, 2020. So 2020 was a midst of a pandemic. I felt like we all needed each other in a way that it made sense to come together and bond and have a connection that I don't think none of us really thought about the fact of not being able to go outside, as freely, as ably, and, just in passing, okay, I'm gonna stop by, I'm gonna come to your house. And I think that's what me and my sisters, the founders, that's what we had become accustomed to, and to have that kind of grip from us and us craving and already wanting to kind of have that sisterhood and have that type of love that we saw fit, like a safe place. It made sense. And we came together during the midst of a pandemic. We decided that it was time for us to offer something that we give to each other, to other women, to create a platform that they could come and have a safe place to do community service, to have open conversations about things. And it's been up since then. It's been ghetto. It's been exhilarating. The gratitude to have somebody to literally go out and practice and put they best foot forward to learn the literature that came from your hearts, to be able to say it with the vindication of just ownership of it's a different type of feeling, and To the queens of Omega Psi Delta Sorority Incorporated, I am honored to be able to keep leading you guys and for you to be able to follow me in a way that doesn't feel like I'm dragging you or having to carry you, but I feel uplifted in moments. I feel encouraged in moments. I feel empowered in moments. Like, it's making it make sense. That's what Omega Psi Delta Sorority Incorporated arrived from. The need to fix and fill a need that was really, really high and really, really important in a moment that we all was kind of confused and dealing with something that I don't think we would have ever thought we would have to deal with. But it gave us a way and it paved a way for us to create something that we will forever have to deal with. So
I love that. I love that, especially considering, like you said, we were literally in the middle of a pandemic in 2020. It was hard being in the house all the time and on lockdown, you know. So for you guys to be able to build something in such a, what I like to consider like a dark time where everybody was kind of like isolated to a sense, bringing some, like, you know, women together, I think it's super dope. How do we go about, or people who may be interested possibly like joining the sorority, and how many members do you currently have?
So to join right now, we actually we took a break. We took a year off. We had recently lost a sister. And for us to be a new organization, like I said, we started in 2020, so we just turned 3. And this was before even like July 30th. It was just more recent, and we lost her in January. And it kind of crippled us in a way that I don't think we was ready to experience something like that. So it was just like recruitment pause. We got to find a way to strengthen our sisterhood, to strengthen our queendom before we invite anybody else in. But the year is coming to an end. So we're going to be doing some open recruitment around springtime. And I don't know if you can check our social medias on all platforms, Omega Psi Delta Sorority Incorporated, where you can find it. We'll definitely be dropping it. So we're looking to have a summer line this year. So the recruitment will be out around maybe late March, early April. But we're gonna have everything posted on our social media platforms. And we just want to say to any like-minded queen, come home, come home, come home.
Definitely.
Come home. We like up into the 50s as far as members. We have actually led a brother line, a brother fraternity that we are constitutionally bonded by, and is I love family. I love family, and the way that it is and the way that it operates is something, like I said, that gratitude is the only word that I can place to have the proper thanks for. So we're still a growing family, and it's still at its very early stages, but we are here to stay. Omega Psi Delta Sorority Incorporated will be a household name. I want queens everywhere to know that this is a safe place. If you're here to enrich, encourage, and empower, if you're ready to do the work, slow feet don't eat. We can be cute, we can stroll through the stuff, and we're gonna be cute, and we're gonna get out here in our community, and we're gonna do what we need to do. So it's
right.
Done. And it really costs to be the change you want to see. Do you know you actively got to do that every day?
Every day.
Man, it's ghetto. Do you?
I love that you say stuff is ghetto, because at first I was like, does she really mean ghetto? But I'm like, you know what? I
think about it. Think about it. It's like, what you got to do today again?
What? Earth is ghetto, okay?
Right. Show up, put my best foot forward. It's like,
but you know what? What matters is you actually showing up and doing it, though, because consistency does not come cheap. You feel me? Like, but nothing worth having comes easy, you know? So like you said, like, you do have to show up and put the work in, and you have to be willing to do more than just be cute on your stroll. You know, it's a lot more that goes into this type of sisterhood or organization, and just showing up not only for yourself, you know? So I think it's amazing what you guys are doing, and the fact that you guys are growing. I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your sister, but I love that you guys have taken the time to heal, and I look forward to the fact that you guys are having open enrollment, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers, especially out here in Vegas, will as well. So yeah, that's really, really cool. With that being said, why do you think these type of organizations are important to the LGBTQ community?
we deserve people like us in our lives, right? We all go through our daily days. Do you know how much it costs to be a human? Like, just to get up, to brush your teeth, wash your face, just actively say, I'm gonna get up, get out and do something today, right?
Right.
We're people in. We've been through things. We have been through pandemics, and things are happening with us in ways that we are the mamas and stuff now, right, y'all?
Yes.
Yes. We remember. So like to have to have a place that's catered, and I say catered in a way because we all have different missions, visions, and purpose as you travel along the other LGBT Greek sororities and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I can say we all have in common is that if you're meant to be here, this is the place for you. And it's when we want you to come in how you are and who you are, and understand you got a platform to be who you destined to be. Because who we are right now and what we doing, we come to these places for a reason. It costs to join a sorority. May it be your time, your attention, or monetary. It costs, and you have to do community service. We have rules that you have to abide by. You have to make sure you're completing a certain number of community service. You have dues you have to pay into the organization. It costs. So if you're gonna take your time, your energy, your monetary, the things you go like at work, you don't choose your co-workers. You just got to go to work, and they just happen to work there. You really don't like them, but we all work together, and this is the work. When you decide you want to join a sorority or sisterhood, that is a choice. This is not the penitentiary. We ain't trying to keep nothing that don't want to be kept, and we don't want you to be in a space and a place that's not for you. So when you decide to come into this and do this, be active in it. It's yours. It's yours. If you see a need, speak to it in a way that you feel like you're putting your part in it. Pennies in a pound make dollars at the while. You're only gonna feel connected if you actually doing your part. You're only gonna want to say this is mine if you feel like you did something for it to be yours.
Right.
We feel like stuff for free. We can jump on the bandwagon, but if you truly, if your integrity and your characteristics are, you know what I'm saying, more so on those type of ends of compassion and really seeking genuine organic connections, you're going to want to do something to put in it because you want to make it, you want to add your mark to it. So that's what's important. You're able to come to a space that you don't have to be this way or that way. Like our members, like we're starting now to get more members that's not even of the community, but because of our mission and our vision and our purpose, they support us. They support the places that we want to be seen in. Our organization just became partners with the HRC. It just means a lot to be connected to the things that we identify from. So it means a lot for you to have a place to come to that you ain't gotta hide it. And it's not to say that, but D9 organizations and things like that and places, it is not really a lot of people that I've came in contact with. Just not to put any factual facts on it, but just from my experiences and they was of the community, they didn't have a good experience with it. It's not something that they feel comfortable. Someone really close had a story to say that they literally like shunned her away because of her sexuality. And
wow.
Not to throw any names out or anything like that, because one chapter or one person or one situation doesn't get to be the representation of a whole organization. So just to not even throw names, but from what I received, that's the case. So here, you can be who you are, and you can like what you like, and go where you want to go, and the support, as long as your intentions are pure and you are within we got guidelines, we got things we do, and we do it for our community. You got the support. And it doesn't matter who you like, love, or to be a little bit more transparent, who you lay with. That's true. Right. Be safe, y'all. Be safe and stuff, and make sure, you can breathe and it can't hurt. I don't know, but that doesn't matter when it comes to coming together in a way that you gotta stay. Everybody here feel like they got a safe place, no matter if it's that room over here in the middle. This place is somewhere you can come to.
Right. It's definitely a space where you can entirely be yourself without judgment in any aspect.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though. I've never personally. Oh no, did we lose her? Okay. Okay. You okay?
Yes.
Okay. I've never personally joined a sorority before. I didn't get to go off to college, but it was something that I always thought about, only because I'm very big on just finding like my group of people. People where I feel like I could be myself with, you know, like it took me a while to even find like a friend group that really made me feel extremely comfortable completely being 100% Karina, whether that was regarding my sexuality, my career choices, like the people that I decided to lay or be with, you know. So I think it's beautiful to have such an organization that promotes that, because so many times we go to places, especially nowadays, where people try to be inclusive, but it's still not what it needs to be, you know. There's like restrictions, or there's, I don't even want to say guidelines is the wrong word, but like, okay, well, we can accept you if you're this, this, and this, but not if you're this, this, and that, you know? Mm-hmm. So just to be able to be in an organization or a part of a sisterhood that is like, we take you as you are, kind of like church, you know? It's beautiful, you know? What do you think some of the similarities are between like just primarily Black Greek organizations and why they were formed versus LGBTQ Greek orgs and why they were formed?
For the same reasons, really, because at that time and space and place, they didn't have their own outlet. They wasn't able to. Around the times when all the denial organizations was formed, when segregation was still a thing, when we couldn't mix, when we couldn't have, when we couldn't really coexist, and when it started being a thing, it was still kind of frowned upon, and you really didn't want to do it out and out. But that, when it's supposed to be pure and organic, it doesn't make sense to even vibrate or try to play pretend with the energy. So we had to pave our own way. Mm-hmm. We had to decide that we can do this. And it's not, even then, when the D9 organization was creating theirs, it wasn't, the intent wasn't to be to mock you or, you know what I'm saying, disrespect you. It was for us to have ours as well. And that's one of the things that I really want to focal point on with D9 organizations and LGBT Greek organizations. I want to speak on the ones that I know closely, and my own one specifically, just to say we pay homage. The homage that we give, and the respect and the just gumption and gratitude that we have for, you know, the D9s deciding that they gonna have, you know, we deserve something for us. And I want that to be clear when I say our LGBT Greek organizations, the non-collegiate ones, because I know some that has became collegiate and they have seeked and went to take those steps to be a part and be on the road and have them a tree. And that's something that is not to mock. It's not to compete. We do not compete when we don't compare. There's no competition when it's coming to say, well, because we LGBT Greeks and y'all D9, it's like this. It's like, hey, big love, big shout out. Thank you for being the way maker for many people behind you and for many to come. And just because it may not be in your specific one and this and that does not mean it's disrespect, does not mean we don't have no beef. But we want it to be clear that our missions and our visions and our purpose that we have established within our organizations, we mean it just as well as you and your founders may mean it. And it's not to attack at all. It's to show you guys that thank you for paving the way for us to know that we can create a safe place too. And that we can put as much as passion and as much as feeling and understanding and just love in something that not only helps us, but help other like-minded women. Everybody's not going to come to Omega Psi Delta. Everybody's not going to come to be an AKA or a Delta or anyone else. They're going to come and choose to go to where they feel like they want to be comfortable at. And that's why we're here. Not because we want to challenge or go against, but because we want to offer and provide to those who don't feel as if they fit in the parameters you guys set, the what you say you stand for. And it's not to say any one stance is less than one another. It's about what you more so feel close to, what you connected to, what pulls you. We're here to provide. We're here to create. We're here to offer. We're here to just show that even for you right there, Some of us, and I'm gonna tell you about my own personal experience. Some of us probably was in college and was going to join a sorority, but maybe got into the domestic violence situation where they couldn't finish, and were the one thing that they wanted to do, they no longer could do due to certain circumstances. Their life being totally different. Some of us can't even afford to go to college.
That's facts.
We just can't, and because we may have younger siblings that we now have to take care of. Because I'm a foster turn adoptive mom. People and kids sometimes don't always go together, and when you get into a place in a space where you feel like you gotta be the protector, that you can't go and follow your dreams because you feel like if you leave your family right here, you won't be able to be good and comfortable and feel okay in college, because you know the life that you left behind to go pursue your own, due to the fact that you was the oldest sibling. Its reason is in its ways, and it's not because of, oh, I just didn't want to go to college and do it because I ain't want. No, it's not a gift. It's not no shortcut. This wasn't the. Actually, it's a little harder for us because we gotta still pay to prove that while we're here. And I don't mind, because I'm gonna do a lemon pepper step for mine. I am. And it's no disrespect. It's no like, look at me, not you. It's just like some of us wasn't even able to go there. Some of us was there. Some of us still got to deal with the fact that they can't even be where they wanted to be due to a decision that they may have made.
Right.
So it's a lot that goes in it, but none of it is malicious. None of it is of ill intent or disrespect towards the D9 organization. It's just to provide. It's just to offer.
In your experience, do you experience a lot of like, or have you experienced like any backlash or just like any altercations with somebody from a D9 organization once they realized that you were a part of your sorority?
So I can't say that myself personally have experienced anything heavily. It's been like, what's that? But I'm so Omega Psi Delta Sorority Incorporated. We are non-collegiate Greek letter sorority that enrich, encourage, and empower other women. We seek women that maybe couldn't make it to college, or maybe college just wasn't for them. But if they seek to serve their community and be the change that they want to see, we may have a home for them. You can't. I'm not uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I get it, and oh my God, it's big respect, and you can have it. You can have it, but don't try to take this. I got mine too now and stuff. Yeah, we is up in here, and we are, and it's no disrespect to you. So I've gotten that little side eye in a sense, but I've seen D9 organizations come in and just totally just kind of trash it in a way of like this and that, and like I tell a lot of flattery, like mockery isn't flattery for certain things. Certain hand signs, calls, and moves, I get the ownership of it, and I think that's the inexperience of some people that have became in the LGBT community, and not understanding that there is a respect that has to be paid. You do not get to do their call. You do not get to do their stroll. You do not get to do their sign. If you don't learn you something, if you don't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like everybody else have to do, and don't go mock and take nothing, because those are sacred things. And once if you really study in Greek, and if you took some time before you decided to branch out to be a founder, you would have. Those things are sacred. When you're thinking about your sacred things, those things are sacred. So I get that part. But I say as older organizations, help. You just don't talk about it. Help. Hey guys, I know y'all this, but this is ours. This is why our founding fathers laid this. Speak to it. Don't call the bros so they can clown on the post. Educate. Right. You have the opportunity. You got the platform. You gonna call everybody over to clown somebody and say, hey, that's our hand. It's ways things can be done. And if we don't decide that we're gonna be the change nowhere, and instead of trying to educate, we like to just retaliate. Here we are with this vicious cycle of it being a thing that it doesn't have to be.
Right, when we can be so much better than that.
Oh, come on.
I like that you said educate, not retaliate, because I think we lack that a lot. Well, maybe not like as a whole community, because there are a lot of strong people like yourself who have these views and values, but there's so many of us who rather do the retaliation or let me just talk about them versus pulling them to the side. Like, look, I respect what you guys got going on too. It may not be exactly what we're doing, but this is what it is. I want to be able to educate you on this instead of basically being at odds, so it's definitely much respect to both communities, to both Denon, the LGBTQ Greeks. Like, I definitely feel like you guys are both aligned with like the same views, values, morals, and it may be different, but it's really all one and the same, so the fact that you guys have been able to pull this off, especially for 3 years, when you think about it, 3 years is a short amount of time, but it's also a very long time, so you know what I mean? So the fact that you guys have been still here since 2020, because who's to say that it could have went to hell during the pandemic year, you know what I mean? But to see like how many people you guys have touched and all the members you have, and the fact that you guys are going to be opening back up soon too, it just shows that you guys have like so much more to put out there for the people.
It's the comeback is actually like class is back in session is the thing.
It is.
And we're here in the homecoming, the graduation piece. Come home, queen. Come home.
Come home.
Yes.
So what would you tell a person that is maybe interested in joining one of the Greek organizations, or even a different LGBTQ organization, and where can they get more information about them?
So I would say social media just to start. Any platform, it may be Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. I don't know if Twitter does it because I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know. No shade to Twitter. Hey, Twitter, y'all. So it's anywhere, social media. And I would just say, do your homework. And when I say that, search. You know what I'm saying? Look for sororities and things in your area. See what they doing. Like if you go look on the Omega Psi Delta Sorority Incorporated page on them, you will see what we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You will see that I ain't just saying I be out here in the community. I be out here in the community. I do.
Really be outside.
Out siggity. Do you hear me? I'm talking about outside, and it be this week, baby. Georgia, let me say about Georgia. The heat kind of different. It's like it's sizzly and stuff. It's like it's I don't know. It's not real, you know.
Is it humid?
It's so I'm from St. Louis, and it can be really humid in St. Louis. It's just spicy, like I can't, because it's not really. Yes, on some days, but the heat, and so if it's like 107, the heat index be like feeling like 126 or 27.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, and it be giving it, and then with chocolate, this chocolate don't do good. Be so melting, girl. No, nah. So I be out here and stuff for real. With things like I live in a more like rural area of like the Atlanta area. I live in Douglasville, and our organization has a street that we clean up. So I be out here with the sticker picker thing and stuff, and it's hot. I be outside, and this is my community. This is where my kids go to school at. This is where we live. This is where we shop. This is where they play. This is where we do things. So I'm gonna be out siggity in my own community, but it's hot.
Right.
I be outside for real doing stuff. So it's just like, it's a real life thing, like for real. And if you go see what the organizations are doing, see if you don't want to be outside. Because when you come over here, you got to be outside. Maybe you don't feel like that. Go look and see that they don't do stuff outside. They be in calm control places. You might want to, if it's there for you, pick. See, it might be some organizations that relate closely with what we got going on. But our flowers is the sunflowers. Maybe sunflowers speak to you, and maybe that may be a deciding factor of why you want to do, or maybe you like tulips and they got tulips and man, I like them too. Let me see what else. Take some time. It's a relationship, because once we go together. This is a forever thing.
Real bad.
I'm talking about, cause I pull up, and I mean it in the most tactful, non-possessive, but for serious, and I ain't playing, and I got points, and I take a flight, and I got a few sisters that working for Delta. She put me on a buddy pass, sis. I gotta make a trip. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it. So it's just like, this is a forever thing. So take some time. Don't rush nothing. Don't rush it, because this may not be for you. You know what I'm saying? That you may relate more over there for whatever they doing. And because over here, if you think it's like cheesy to be like kumbaya, when I say we talk to each other in soft tones and love and dialect, we've been talk rough too already. We know we can throw the shade. We know we can bring the heat. Now let me challenge you to do the opposite of that, queen. Talk to me now. I heard you when you was passing. I know you, cause what? Yeah, I heard you, and you know you can do that. Not talk nice to me. So if you don't want to do that, and you're not ready to vibrate in those type of energy, this might not be a place for you. You can be rah over there. We're trying. We know we can all pop off. We're challenging ourselves to be a softer version of us because we deserve that. Right. We deserve to be in a safe place, even within our. We can't be in a safe place if we don't create a safe place with us. You're not safe still. So if you fully want it, you're gonna have to fully be ready to really want it and realize what that organization sole purpose is outside of it being community service based. We are here for you to pave your own way. We're here for you to show you that you can do that. And if you need guidance, if you need some this, that's what we're here for, support. If you got it and you're going with it, sister, what's up? Mm-hmm. So make sure you want to be a part of that type of person, them type of people, that type of organization, sisterhood, queendom, or however they relate themselves. Do your homework. Do it for a while. Stop doing, we all be ready to you-all. This was probably what gay people anyway. We can't you-all everything. We have to slow down.
Girl, I know. Trust me, I know. We just be so ready to jump into things.
And I know. Let's be friends first. Let's go on. Let's take some time. Let's talk.
Let's get to know each other a little.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can do it. They got tonight's conversation. We can Google some questions. Wait a minute. Dang. We gonna take some time. Take some time. Do some homework. Check on all social medias. See. Look around, take your time, and then when you feel like something you're really connecting with, I know our organization do, but most organizations do like an interest group first. Okay. So we open up a platform for you to come and get to know us. Maybe you won't like, maybe you might not like us. I don't know. You get to choose too. So we do interest group, and we tell you to tell us about yourself. Ask us these questions. What have you done in your community? When was the last time you did something for the first time? I want to know who are you when no one else is in the room. These are the questions I'm asking. Huh? What's up, sis? You know what I'm saying? Why you don't got no friends? You know, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to, because here we taking accountability, we taking ownership of even our flaws, because we have to grow from them. Right. So these are the questions. So most organizations do interest groups, and you ask them a few questions before, you know, they even get to that pledging process. There's a different stage. So have those things if you're not doing it as an LGBTQ organization, because sometimes we don't know things, and it's just a little keep on doing what you've been doing. But create interest group. Allow them to be in there for a month or so. You know what I'm saying? Tell them that participation is something they need to do. If they're interested, who are you? What's going on?
Like the real you, not the front you that you put on for a month or two. Yeah.
We passed the 40 minutes. I want to know who you are, sis, on a Tuesday at 7:70 at 7:48, and you mad because the kids didn't flush pizza down the toilet. Cause why would you do that? Why? He said he was just trying to see something, but that's another story. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? Like, for real. And I want to know that you. And if you can't feel like you're not comfortable to be yourself, this not the place for you. Yeah. And it's just that simple. Cause I want the raw you. Who are you? You ain't gotta play pretend here, cause we ain't. This is us, and this is it.
Yeah, there's definitely no play over here. What you see is what you get.
Period. Give it to me.
Yes. That is amazing. I'm super excited for the people to hear about this, and if any of our listeners are in Atlanta, definitely check you guys out. You know, I know that you said you guys are kind of opening up back in the spring, but again, anybody who's interested, please do your homework, you know, do some research, ask the questions. Like, you got to ask yourself, is this something that I see myself doing? Can I sit with myself? Can I take accountability? Because a lot of people like to think we can do those things, but when you're presented with a situation, it really comes down to like, can I really do this or not?
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So the fact that you guys kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say force, but you require that. I think it's dope.
Yes. Yeah. It's for
because
you. It ain't even for us. It's for you. If you think
it's for
about it,
you.
it's
Yeah.
for you. It's for you because you get to choose. Don't stop. You might want to check them out over there because they don't have to do that. And I don't really know, but maybe you should see. So it's for you. It's not even. It then it becomes a us thing. Once you realize how much if you get to the point of realization, and that's normally what's happening after people do a process, because our process is a 12 week. The whole time we saying trust the process, trust the process. You don't get that until after you trust the process.
Right.
So it's
and you
ghetto.
really gotta do it. You can't be 50% in. You can't be 75% in. You gotta be 100 or nothing.
It's all or nothing, baby. For real.
Yeah.
You ain't nobody just waltzing up here. We got this out the mud. We was talking about this in the basement and realizing that we are in the basement and we are far apart from each other and we need people and each other. So
right.
We had to get it out the mud. I had to go through a process. I had to do it. I had to understand what it meant to rep those letters because that's all you got outside. Because people can donate. I do donations all the time. It can be, you can. One of my sisters that's now my sister used to be like, consider it a donation. It can be a donation, and you can go and write it off. You can give those monetary things and with ease. I give things away with ease. But it's hit a little different when you gotta be doing stuff that you would normally do for something that you really want. So you can pay for things. Yeah, I ain't cutting the yard. I'm gonna call somebody because I'm gonna pay for it. But when you don't want to fine from the HOA and the man say he can't come, what you gonna be out there doing? Cutting the yard. You gonna have to do what you gotta do when you gotta do it. So it becomes a thing like that. You gotta literally put in the work. Because if you don't, you're not gonna get it and you're not gonna respect it. And it's not going to be what you like how it should.
That's facts. And that goes for anything. Not just like, joining a sorority. Like if you really want something in life, you really got to be able to put in the work and be dedicated and consistent and have those early mornings and late nights and, lack of sleep. You got make sure you eat, but for definitely. Well, it was a pleasure to speak about that. Is there anything else that you want us to know? Anything that we should be looking out for? Anything else you'd like to promote?
Absolutely. So if you're in the Atlanta area, Labor Day weekend, if you're not, you want to come see me there. We are doing LGBT Greek weekend. So it is everything for us, by us, with us, Greek. So what it looks like, and I'm gonna kind of walk y'all through the weekend really quick. It looks like starting off on Friday, we're having a Greek rep your set, and then Greeks walk the runway. So what that looks like is you dressing up in your org attire, and y'all walking down the runway, showcasing different styles. It might be the preppy look, or it might be the, I'm a new Neo, so I got on everything that I got. When you a new Neo and you just crossed over, your socks, if you got a bra, your bra gonna be the color. So you gonna have on everything. You gonna have your professional look when you going to, meetings and things like that, and you gonna have a mix it up and just they giving that vibe thing. So it's a way for groups to showcase their members, to showcase their style in their organization, and to rep your set. That's where which is / a vendor show. So it's also LGBT Greeks of our community whoever doing something. If you, we got people we got candle makers, we got people that's doing marketing services. It's just a mixture and a variety of so many different people, and they are part of our community, and they not only just a part of the LGBT community, but the Greek community, and just even in this area, they're showcasing, they're able to sell and offer things. We have informational tables for LGBT Greek organizations. So if you're in the area and you're listening now, or you can come and you're like, man, how do I find out more? This would be the perfect space to find out more, because we got informational tables set up. So you'll be able to talk to the members that's from the organization, maybe take a pamphlet with you, scan thing to have information on the go. It looks like everything Greek kind of married in one. We're going to have 2 probates. So you really get like a 5-in-1 show. So you got 2 Greek probates that you're going to come to. The Greeks going to walk the runway. We're going to have stroll-offs and competitions. Like, it's like major. We got crazy sponsors. Shout out to Chili's, who sponsored both days. So that's Friday. I'm going to stay with it because I can get it. Chili's that sponsored and gave us food. So we got free food. Shout out to Tito's for sponsoring us and making sure that we're going to be having some Boozy Boutique, which I mentioned in the beginning, is official service for the weekend. So, it's gonna be cracking boolicious, you know what I'm saying? Vibelicious drinks and just delivering the vibes the whole entire weekend. So we gonna roll on from that Friday, and after that we got a lit after party at MSR. If you're from Atlanta, you know Kid Comedy Fridays, you know what it is. So after party at MSR, it continues. We gonna be lit in there as well. We gonna just whoop it on over. Then after that, we're moving into Saturday, where we have a brunch, and it's something that the Amber Moore is the founder and CEO of LGBT Greek Weekend. She gonna kill me for saying this. A little person with so much everything in her. Like,
she's great. Yeah, she's great.
She's here, there, she's everywhere. She whoop whoop whoop. And I know, and she's like a connector. Like she's like that plug. She the plug.
Yeah, she is literally.
She the plug. She the plug.
Shout out Amber.
Shout out to Amber. Like she does this thing and it's free. You know what I'm saying? She does a Greek brunch. She never. You know what? Even when I say you want to charge $5, no, it's free. And this is and it's big love for that, to keep giving back and finding ways to show that she appreciates the fact that we are all growing, and she supports unity. And she's one of the more older LGBT Greek orgs that's like the 10 years plus that can show us newbies and some things to do. We don't mind learning. So shout out to her for giving this free brunch and making sure organizations have a place to meet. She does awards, so she does a whole thing where your organization did community service or you did social media presence. So she got like a whole situation set up where you can go submit other orgs to be nominated for these awards. HRC is actually delivering the community service award this year. So the brunch is doing big things. You know what I'm saying? The brunch is just brunching. We chewing and we eating and we, it's cute. And of course, Boozy Boutique gonna be in the building again, serving up some lit mimosas or whatever the case may be. And then after that later that night, we got a pajama jam, like a straight kickback. I'm talking about like old school kickback war. We here with pajamas on. It's gonna be hot. You gonna sweat.
I love it.
You gonna sweat. And
girl, you make me want to be in Atlanta next weekend.
It's the place to be. I'm trying to tell people, come here. And really check this out. Outside of Friday with Kia, all of our events are over by like 10, 11. So you still got time to go kick it with. I know Pure Heat and them are doing some things, and I support a lot of things because we is together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you still got time to lemon pepper step out, to the next place. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta, if you ain't in Atlanta and you trying, I don't know why you wouldn't be. You might as well.
I might have to check these flight prices, girl. Tell your friend with Delta to put me on her buddy pass.
That's what I'm okay, sis. Because let's come on for real. So let's stay on topic because we'll go there. That's the kickback. Saturday night, we're doing a kickback. We're doing a straight pajama jam kickback. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a little warm. And again, Chili sponsoring that night with the free food. Shout out to Chili's. Big love. And Boozy Boutique will be on the bar again on that night. Come get you a lit cocktail. And then after that on Sunday, we doing Greeks in the Park. So we all meeting up in the meadow. Bring your tent, bring your chairs. We coming to have a funky good time. We gonna be a little hood, maybe have a little speaker out there and stuff. Cause I don't know if we getting a DJ this time, because we was planning on just having like it just old school style. Like nobody, no pressure. This we done had this all these days in the weekend. We closing out our weekend where we just chilling, being around each other and good vibes. I pray that it ain't melting, because chocolate don't do well. So I pray that Lord see fit not to melt us on that day and allow us to have a nice day. Put the sun can be out. The sun's out. I get it cute. But I'm just saying not meltish enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I pray that we see fit to manifest that type of weatherman and stuff like that. So we ended it with Greeks in the Park, and we just gonna end it on a chill note of us vibing, being with each other's energy and things like that. Again, all of these things that I've said can be found on LGBTGreekWeekend.com. That's LGBTGreekWeekend.com. That's on Facebook. like I've been flooding and stuff. We've been flooding, so it's kind of everywhere. So just check us out. It's gonna be a weekend full, and if you ain't coming to Atlanta, you might want to rethink that. You might want to,
because you got me rethinking it. So anybody who's already in Atlanta, make sure y'all check her out, follow, like she said, go to the website. If you're not going to Atlanta, maybe we can talk about going to Atlanta, because it definitely sounds like the place to be. So thank you so much, Tish. I really appreciate your time today. I had such a good time talking about your organization and just touching on some topics that we don't really get to, discuss all the time in the community. So other than that, go ahead and give the people your Instagram one more time.
Okay, so it's Tish_Omega Queen. That's TISH_OMEGA_QUEEN. I was having a moment for a moment too. Look, Tish_Omega Queen. And that's on Instagram, that's on Snapchat, that's on TikTok, and on Facebook it's just Tish Hughes. Yeah, come see what the hype about. I be having fun and stuff.
Yeah, she be outside, sis. I'm gonna see you soon.
You should. I'm trying to tell you.
No, you are. Just especially because I gotta come see Amber too. So I'm gonna have to go and just make my way out there to the
We can all be together. Me and Amber hang on the regular. We can do a little whoop. We can all come together and we can go.
See, yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'll get you a boozy cocktail served just specifically for you.
Thank you. Make sure you put Big KP on there for me.
Say less. Come see me. Come see me for real.
All right, guys. Well, that was episode 2 of Fem Talk. Until next time, I'll see you guys